You are watching a Fact TV presentation of the town of Swanzey.
Call the regular meeting of the Swanzey Board of Selectmen, November 12th to order. Jay Ward will lead us in the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Jay.
Nice job, Jay.
Make a motion to approve the regular minutes for August 12th, August 13th, September 10th, and November 4th.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Make a motion to approve the non-public meetings for August 13th, sessions 1 and 2, and November 4th, sessions 1 and 2.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye. Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Anything added to it, Lori? No? All in favor?
Aye.
Public input. Anyone have any questions or comments they'd like to make to the board? Lori, do you have the recommendation regarding patent energy?
Oh, that's further down. Yeah, it's in the red folder, Bill.
Right there. Did you all have an opportunity to read the home-based business application for patent energy? Any questions?
I actually was at that planning meeting. But yeah, I'm good with it.
All right. Mr. Patton, any comments you'd like to make? All right. Okay, we have a motion to approve.
I make a motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Welcome to Swanzey.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Glad to be here.
Good job the other night.
Thank you very
You had all the answers, you had all your ducks in line. I was very impressed.
much.
Good.
We're not going to rescind. You can leave. Thanks.
But you don't have to.
Have a great night. Oh, good. See ya.
Okay, next item on our agenda is the IT Management Services Award. Everyone's had an opportunity to read the applications or the submissions. Any question? Lori, anything you want to add?
No, other than we had, I think, 6 or 7 total proposals, all varying. And it was a pretty tough decision, I think, for the board, but overall, I think we'll be in good hands.
What's that?
We'll be in good hands.
Okay.
I make a motion to award Emitech, that is it, the IT contract.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye? Okay, Emertech has it. And when will they start?
We will have to get the contract details worked out, but they will be onboarding the month of December, and everything will be in place for January 1.
Great. And could you reach out to Joe DeRusso with regard to the cameras on the Thompson Bridge?
I can do that, yeah.
Thank you. Next item is discussion regarding RFP for assessing services.
Are we discussing that right now, or are we going back to the, you want to do budgets?
I'm just going the sequence you gave me.
We missed the appointments for the budget,
Oh, I skipped an appointment.
yeah.
Oh, I guess I jumped things a little bit, didn't I? Maybe that was wishful thinking.
You just approved it, you didn't need to talk about it.
Well, I apologize to all of y'all that are here for that. Sue Ells, David, Becky, and Judy, Stratton Library, budget proposal. Come on up. It doesn't look like we gave you any chairs, but hopefully it's a quick presentation.
I did put two up. Switching chairs. Okay.
You can have the cushions.
Oh, thank you.
Did you?
Okay, thanks.
I gave them mine.
This should be a color one.
This one.
Yep. We also gave you a letter.
It's beautiful.
The microphone is so that
There you go.
it's pretty. Not the rest of it.
Welcome. Who's taking minutes for you?
I'll run them down after.
You will. Multitasker, are you?
Yeah, that's right. Let me grab a pen. You wanna take the lead, would you like me to?
Why, since you're familiar with the budget?
Okay, all right, so we provided the budget, as we do each year, which includes the full year expenses from 2024, so that you can use them as a comparison, since 2025 is just through September. And historically, our board has been very frugal with the town's money, but this year we are asking for a substantial increase based on how little our budget is in the first place, to replace our computers and do some improvements to our IT. Our computers were 3 years old when we bought them, and they're now 14 years old. And we've discovered that we have a less than ideal Wi-Fi and security at the library. We just have Wi-Fi that our public users can use, as well as our staff. So we're concerned about any kind of ransomware or virus that could get onto our computers. So the solution we're looking to do would be to replace the laptop that our circulation desk has. We'd update the director's current computer, which is pretty new, to the Windows 11, so they're on the same operating system. Replace one of the desktops for the public use, but eliminate the second one. We don't usually have two people using the public use ones at the same time. The printer for public use is very old and about to break down, so we'd like to replace that one. And to improve the security, the least expensive way to do it would be to get a second internet access, so that one is for the guests and one is for the staff. And we would get wiring and cabling installed so that the staff devices are hardwired and not wireless, so that there's no chance that the public or someone outside the staff would be able to get onto the staff devices. We would also add UPS devices for the desktop, so that they are tolerant if there's a power outage, and add a laptop for currently I have a very old laptop that I used as treasurer. I don't really need it now that the town is paying the bills and paying payroll, but Becky could use a laptop. So we'd replace the laptop, but the director would use it instead of me. And we also have been, anytime we go to a conference where it's recommended that the trustees do not use their personal email for library business. So we would like to get a library domain and then obtain email addresses using that domain for the board.
Are they able to use the town, even though they're not?
When I
a
checked
town?
into it, Alan said no, because
Yeah.
they weren't our IT company.
Right.
Is that actual?
That would be true. I think they would probably want their own domain, yeah.
Okay. Well, you came with everything all at once.
Unless they wanted to switch IT vendors.
Yeah,
But I don't think that's the case.
I'd just like to add that we met with our IT specialist the other night, and he pointed out, we've been up there and we've had to remove viruses from your public computers.
Right.
Usually when we have problems, that's been the cause. And he was strongly urging us, that we really need to separate our, business use computers from our public use computers. And we're unfortunately quite vulnerable the way things are right now.
Is that what we have at Town Hall? Two separate services?
We are on one domain. I think the PD is on another.
But why aren't we running into the same issue where people have access to when they log in at Town Hall?
Because it's
Yeah.
all
You might-
protected.
You have a much bigger, better
Yeah.
firewall.
Yeah.
You got multiple,
Yeah.
we only have we don't have enough If we had more user, like more staff, et cetera, then it makes sense for us to, you probably have like a server there is my
If you have a server, then you can have two totally secure networks connected to that server. We don't have a server, so we're not able to do that.
or the budget for a server.
Yeah, or the original budget I put in first included doing server and switch and all of that, but when we met with Bob Monday, he helped us trim it down to what would be safe to do.
Yeah, so you'll notice in this budget, did we make the change in there?
Yep.
Okay, so the change was made in here, because I think that was what, about 3,000 you guys shaved off, Sue?
I think we shaved off about 10,000.
Oh, 10,000, so,
Actually, the original proposal that we were looking at was for a monthly technology maintenance
Complete
fee
remote admin. Yeah.
of $1,700 a month.
Yeah, that I didn't even put into that
And
original.
we were able to,
He was giving us the premium,
The-
the best way to protect the library, and then we shaved down from there.
that would have been with them having remote access to everything 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And we decided, considering our weekly schedule, we really didn't need that type of coverage. And this seems to be the best possible solution for our needs.
Anybody have any questions? Mark?
No, I don't,
how many computers
considering what they
were you
need,
purchasing?
they got,
How many do we want to? We
Yeah.
want to add two desktops
Two desktops and one laptop.
One laptop.
and one printer.
The printers seeing substantial increase in use.
A lot of people using that.
Our public does.
Yeah.
They use it more than they use the computers, that's why we're,
They come in with their phones. and
Only
connect
updating one
and
of
print.
them.
Yeah,
But
and we
I-
have a separate printer for the library.
every day we're open, I have someone, at least one person, if not 3 or 4, coming to use the printer, so.
What are we charging per page?
It's 15 cents if you just do it in like black, and if you do it in color, it's 25. But we've actually, I think,
Possibly need to
possibly talked about
increase that.
increasing it, yeah, because it's getting so much use.
ink, right?
Yeah.
Cartridges or
Right now, it's cartridges, yeah, it's not a laser thing, so.
the new printers with that bottles of ink makes a huge difference. I did it in my business and
Yeah.
it saved me
Yeah.
thousands of
Which
dollars.
is another reason, I mean, one, it makes horrifying sounds, and it's about to,
But think about the bottled ink, because it
Quit.
saves you thousands of dollars and you don't have to worry
In
about it.
fact, that's what we've talked about, is getting that type of a system.
It was incredible, the difference.
Yep.
Or any questions?
I don't think so, so, and forgive me, because I can't remember in the CIP, but do you guys have a reserve that the town, that they put in generally every year?
Well, the CIP, we've got pretty much spoken for between the mini splits and the repointing of the bricks and,
Well,
What-
for next year,
for next
certainly
year, yeah.
the controlling the water issue in the basement is going to be our major expense.
Where is that? That's in the CIP? Was that CIP?
It is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How much should we put in there for that?
We put in for next year, I believe it's $12,000.
And
I
5,000?
but
don't
that's
have that.
for, is that for everything? we
That
want to do
that would
next year?
include insulating part of the basement as well, but we're still waiting to hear back from Northeast Air Sealing. When they came to Whitcomb to look at this building, they also came to Stratton Free Library. We were hoping to have that information back weeks ago. We're now told it'll be a little bit later in November.
And what was that, the insulation?
But that will give us estimates for the actual cost of doing weatherization, sealing, preventing air leaks, and putting in insulation.
In my understanding that we got an actual bid for the pointing of the chimney, And it
It's
would
not the
drop
chimney,
to-
but it's
Yeah, first it came in at $25,000, like, and we were going crazy.
I-
Now it's back down to 5, right?
It's even less.
It's less than 5.
Yes, it's.
And I'm pretty sure in the CIP we have 5 for that, set aside, right?
I
5,000.
think it's 4 currently in the CIP, but the last bid that came in, I believe, was for 2,800. And that is for.
Could be extra money there, because I think it was 5,000 that we had in the CIP.
Yeah, and that's going to be for restoring the mortar for the bricks that need it. It's not for doing the entire building. It just doesn't seem like that's necessary. And I think that original quote was probably for redoing the entire building.
It had to be.
And it's, this quote is also for using a more expensive mortar, lime mortar, which is necessary for historic buildings. So I think that's a very good quote.
Do you have the CIP, Sue? And we also think that since the mini splits didn't get put in this year, that estimate may go up when it gets installed next year, so we might have to have a little bit.
We did request actually, more recently, that we would put in 2,000.
Yes, I don't have the one from last week.
Okay,
Yeah.
it was to allocate 2,000 towards the HVAC if needed for 2026, and actually reduce the water intrusion by 2,000, so the amount for that year would still be the same.
Jim? Anything else? Thanks very much.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Nice job, guys.
We'll let you know after the cuts.
Thank you.
That's like building a ball team. Even our libraries.
That's trouble.
Now we're ready for
Don't
assessing.
blame it on Trump. You just blame it on Trump? Just for your.
All right, Laura, you want to fill us in on where you are with regard to the assessing services RFP?
I sure can. I wish I had some good news. I think we kind of knew this was going to happen, but we did put it out for RFP for the general assessing services, and we've received 2 denial letters and 1 proposal so far. So it closed on Monday, so we're going to have the board discuss what we're going to do moving forward as far as who that.
So we got one proposal.
One proposal, yeah.
From the company we used
Yeah.
original.
Yep, and that total cost on that was $31,000.
On the new proposal?
Yep, so general assessing, 19.5 for the general assessing, which is basically our in-house assessor at $75 an hour, 1 day a week, 5 hours, 1 day a week. And then the pickups are $5,000 annually. Pickups are like anything that they are gonna pick up off a building permit or something like that. And then they charge $6,500 for the abatements, for a total of $31,000. That does not include the,
What's the company name?
it's, M&M, or, I'm sorry, Mayor's Office Assessing. And the revaluation, they submitted an estimate for that as well. Looks like the total cost for 26 is going to be $40,000. Do we have, do we budget like CIP for this, the revals? Or how does it help? How has the town done this in the past?
I believe it's been,
Just through budget?
no,
Or, you know,
through CIP.
through CIP?
I got revals.
So do we have, do we know how much is in
just
that?
got us done.
I'm not, are you connected to the server?
No.
I'm not either.
Okay, that's all right. We'll have to look how much is in that account, because we do probably want to put that on, whether it's through CIP, to start budgeting for the reval in '29. So, because that total cost for the reval is looking like $195,000 for that. So each year, we should put aside 40.
195.
It was 105 for 24.
And they're mandated by the state.
105?
So.
It was 105 for 24.
And then they just gave its price of 195 in 5 years from now?
And that's separate, that's for the reval, which was
Right.
not part of the
Right.
RFP. So we can put that out for, but normally you would have your assessing firm do that. So that's basically the update with that. I think we need to schedule a work session to discuss the next steps to move forward.
Okay. Anything, Mark?
No.
Jim? All right. Next item on the agenda is insurance, assessing, and IT 2026 proposed budgets.
Okay, well,
Need to speak up.
we can go to insurance. That's probably the bulk of the increase in our overall budget.
What page?
Let's see here.
That's for the 26. Already, I think.
Oh, I did. Hold on. It's gonna be page 4. Nope. 5. Right?
Yep.
Actually starts at the bottom of page 4. Insurance, property, and liability, and it moves down onto page 5. Let me just grab my Primex documents.
Page 5, right?
Good.
Over here.
All right, so.
But I did a cheat note.
You did? All right, Teresa's got some cheat notes for me, so that's good. The property and liability, it has increased by 23,600,
26.32%.
so a 26.23%.
32.
That's based on the member exposure changes, claim experience, rising costs of reinsurance, increased contingency reserves, and the discontinuation of the CAP program, they call it, which was a cap that they would put on the insurance so they couldn't go above this for a certain amount of years, but they're doing away with that. So that our cap ended this year on that. It stands for Contribution Assurance Program, so they're no longer doing the CAP programs. And that's Primex is our insurance, the insurance that we're talking about right now. We have, do you want to add anything to that, Teresa? To that one? The workers' comp, I think that one went down.
It went down 2.7.
So overall, you're talking about a 43% increase?
Are you looking at the, yeah, so that's not just Primex, though, that includes health insurance, which is a total separate thing. I was just kind of going through the
Are we
Primex.
going, do we have opportunity to go out to,
Not right now. We would have had to do that in the spring.
43%?
Yeah, and that's the overall insurance, that's Primex.
Oh, I understand
And if you look at the health, if you want to look at the health insurance, that's going to be right there, 4196, that's a 55.4% increase, just health insurance.
I know, I see that.
So what's going to happen if we end up with a default budget?
What do you mean, what's going to happen?
What happens?
How do we pay our insurance? Because we won't have the money.
Well, we are bound to pay that insurance, so it is included in the default budget.
It would be included?
Yeah, I think, so if you're looking at this percentage here, so Health Trust, their rates increased 11%.
Short-term disability went up almost 12%. Health insurance went up almost 7%.
So their rates went up. Then our rates, we had changeover in employees, so some take family plans, some are two-family plans, or single, and some opt out, so each year that changes. I think open enrollment is starting soon. So there's a change there, and Teresa, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think if you're looking at this budget and it's showing a 55% increase, last year, what was budgeted, so not only did we have the 11% increase from Health Trust, but we had, we deducted some of the plans in our budget to reduce the overall amount of the budget. So now, this year, we're budgeting for all of those same positions and any new employees or any employee changes. And so it's also showing that substantial increase. Do you see what I'm saying? So last year, we had vacancies.
So if we don't budget for those vacancies,
If we don't budget for those vacancies, then we can't budget for them in the default budget either. And if we're not budgeting for those vacancies and we go to fill that position, we may not have the money in the budget to fund that position.
This is a
So-
problem to every town that I hear, right?
So it's, I understand, like, you had an opportunity to cut, and not saying we can't do that again, we can cut to different areas, but this is the reality of the positions that the town has. And if by law, we need to, we fill that position and we have to offer them a family plan, it should be included in the budget.
I get it. Is this something we might have to look at in the future for, people might have to pay more for the percentage? I mean, it just is gonna it's just getting too reasonable for us to, what do we pay, 75%? 85%. Do all other towns pay 85%?
I can't speak for all their towns.
What it is?
Most towns are like 80-20, some are 85-15. I think 80-20, I think we're right around the same as other towns, but without checking. We can look into,
How does that
there's not too many health insurance vendors out there, and that is a substantial, it is a benefit. It's a lot of, people, we're very grateful for that. It is part of you can adjust your salary based on those benefits, but it's a substantial increase, and it needs to be looked at. I don't know too many other vendors that specialize in municipalities, but we can look into, I'm not sure, I haven't really had a chance to dive into what we have for plans. Before I left Ringe, we did a changeover. We went from, I think it was New Hampshire Interlocal Trust, who's now out of, they dissolved because of everything that was happening at the state with Health Trust and that. So they dissolved, but we switched to Health Trust, and we did dive in to look at other agencies to see what they were offering, but I feel like the most entities are going with a higher deductible plan, so we can look into what else can Health Trust, what can they do for us, what other plans do they have that can reduce the cost on the town and the employees. We can certainly look into that.
I think we need to.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no other end to it. I mean, that's where we gotta go.
Another driver of the increases, we had
That's pretty much the whole
4 changes in plan from either an opt-out or a lower tier plan to family plans. We added other employees that we either didn't have positions for before or were part-time, went to full-time, and we have 2 higher tier plans for those employees as well. So we're looking at 8 plans on the books that we didn't budget enough for for 2025.
Wow.
And are those 8 plans, are the positions all filled?
Yes, I know.
So that's where you're getting that 55% increase. Yes, health insurance rates went up by 11%, but it's not all on the health insurance. It's what's happening within the personnel of the town.
So it's a good thing.
Okay.
Not monetarily, but it's good that we
Full
filled some
staff.
positions. Yeah.
Right.
All right. I know the last time we went out, we found there really wasn't an option.
And that's what happened in Ringe. It really, we did end up switching, but it was to another one that specialized. We went to Health Trust. And we actually saved money that year, and the projections were saving if the town were to stay at that size and not grow. But at the rate Swansea's growing, it's a little bit different. You can't compare apples to apples, and you're gonna see that increase no matter what, if you're hiring more full-time employees.
Okay.
Unless we look at, I mean, I think the opt-outs, how many are on the opt-out? You don't have to know off the top of your head, sorry.
Okay.
But, I mean, we can also look into that. I think it's $6,500. Is that the opt-out plan? Which is a significant savings.
It's 60% of the lowest tier premium rounded to the next $10 increment. So for 2026, that would be $720 a month, or $86.40 for the year. And with our current census, we have 12 opt-outs.
And it is $6,500, right?
No, it's $86.40.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's 65% of the lowest tier
Okay.
premium,
okay.
rounded
I was
up to the
thinking-
next 10.
Okay, thank you. We can look into changing that as well, but next year.
Why couldn't we change it this year?
The opt-out rate? I mean,
Are people opting in now? Didn't you say people?
12, or
Yeah.
opting out to
I know, but
not take
didn't you
the
say
health
that
insurance,
people
and
were
it
making?
saves the town
I know,
money.
but aren't they making their decisions now?
They're making their decisions now.
Right.
So if we improve that,
Yeah,
we might get a few more
You might.
opt-outs.
you might. Certainly can look into that. We'd have to do it soon.
All right, well,
I
maybe you
know a
come
lot
back.
of ours is one flat rate.
Yes.
What is the timeline on them letting you know the opting out? I mean, when is,
Well, it'd be through the open enrollment,
Yeah, and make it starting to get that together right now.
yeah, and that has to be closed by, is it mid-December?
I think by mid-December, we'll know everybody's options.
Yes.
by the middle of December, you'll
Yeah.
know all
Yeah.
12
Yeah.
whether they're opt
So,
out?
yeah, the
Yeah.
board could make,
Well, that's enough of time for us to make some kind of adjustment.
I mean, you
No?
kinda gotta weigh apples to apples, right, at this point? But,
And Lori and I can talk about different options, whether we want to change the contribution rates or how we want to calculate opt-out and bring some other numbers to the board.
Okay. Anything else? What's next in your bright, beautiful moves?
okay, so that's it for insurance. What do we have next? IT?
Did you break this out into one category, or are we still
So
floating?
we started to, but, let's see, where's the,
4151, so it'll be before. Currently it's in the 4153. I haven't moved it to 4151 yet.
okay, so, yeah, currently it's on page 3. Okay, and actually, if you look right above that on page 2, see this big open here with all the zeros? That's where we're gonna move the IT, just
We're
so
gonna be moving it
we
to-
can look at this and say, this is what we're spending on technology. So right now, we just went with last year's and what we've done in the previous, where it's under legal and professional services.
85%?
Is that because you're combining all of the departments into one group?
So right now, yep, if you look up here on page 2, where all these zeros are, I had Teresa just put in a technology budget right here, so we can look at this and be able to say, this is what we're gonna spend, this is what we're spending on website maintenance, and then all these annual annual subscription, I think, maintenance agreements. And then it says general government, executive, town clerk, town office, it's all individualized out. So right there, we'll be able to look at this budget and say, this is how much we're spending, bottom line in IT. Where right now, it's kind of if you look on the next page down, on page 3, it's under IT system maintenance, and you look over there on that line item, the line item's 4153342. IT systems maintenance, and you'll see, the 2024, it was 22, and 25, it was 29, and then in 26, it says 80. I put 80 in there as a placeholder for the premium package on the new IT vendors. So that's the placeholder. We're gonna make some decisions about what number is gonna go in there, but that's the bulk of the IT right there. And then you can see, like we've gone through some of the department heads, and they've had their own IT their own IT lines, which are just gonna get moved up here into this technology space. So next year, we'll have a complete technology budget that we'll be able to see how much we're spending on that. So that is the budget line right there, but this, so if you look, we'll just use the police department for an example. So here's our, Teresa, is this 29, is this what we spent for town hall?
I believe so, yes.
So I think the 29,000 in 2025, that's what we spent just for town hall IT.
Yep.
And then if you look to the police department, so turn the page.
So you're combining, so you're gonna pull it out of the police department, you're gonna put it here.
Exactly.
And that's part of the 80,000.
Yes.
Oh,
Exactly.
so it should balance itself, basically, once we pull it out of there.
Exactly.
So we're gonna gain over here, and we're gonna,
Exactly. And it'll just be uniform across the board. And
what you
we
took
can-
so long to tell us that for? You gave me a heart failure when I said it.
Sorry. So I can't, so like, let's look at the PD, because that one, I don't know if we had a chance to pull that one out.
I didn't.
Where is,
So, okay,
what
so,
page?
so
Sorry.
flip one page, you're gonna be on page 6,
Yeah,
and look at, it's gonna be the line items 4215341, sorry.
PD, internet, yeah,
Yeah,
internet.
right below internet support. And costs, you'll see 20,000.
Yes.
That 20,000 is gonna be wiped out, and it's gonna move up to technology.
Got it.
So now it's 49 versus 80.
Well, it would be,
Okay.
yeah,
And then go through each of the departments, right? Fire, rec, planning, everybody has their own separate
so we're
line
gonna eliminate
item.
all of them.
So next year, and we can move money around after the budget's set, we can start establishing this, so then next year, you're gonna see a whole package of, this is the bottom line, what the town is spending in IT right here. So
Much
everything,
easier.
yeah, much easier. And then it's much easier for reporting, because we have to report all this onto the Department of Revenue as well, through those line items.
Okay, so it's a little premature to look at it now.
I mean, from a budgetary standpoint, not really, because that's, we just went over the proposals that we had, and we have to just make a decision as to what we're gonna put in there for, but that is your lump sum cost of what you're gonna pay for IT.
Right, but we won't know that till all the departments roll up to that line, and then we'll know what we're currently expending versus what's proposed.
Right.
So at this point, you're just showing town hall. All right,
Well,
because that's
but
gonna
the
be,
80 encompasses all of
right,
the departments.
but the 29 only encompasses town hall, but when you roll all the departments in,
Mm-hmm.
then we'll have that number.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, and that'll be helpful to decide which plan.
Okay, so maybe can we do that? Get that all set up?
Yep.
So what would we do, just transfer everything over to each of these? Okay.
Let me actually do it for 2025. Okay.
Especially when I heard you. Especially when I heard you go, oh God.
Okay. Are we done with that one?
We did good.
Well, we don't know yet.
Start backwards this time, but
Assessing.
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 I think let's see, what did I put in there? I think that I put in here before we got the final, the one loan RFP, I think I put a placeholder of 27. What page are we on? I think we're right above that, no? Where are we? Oh yeah, right above IT. So on page 2 is assessing. And again,
Right,
this
yeah.
is really up in the air because I think that we need to make a decision as far as what we're gonna do moving forward.
Okay.
We have a, pretty substantial increase. There were some adjustments made to, wages there throughout the year. And the contract, I put 30 in there for a placeholder, so that's pretty much what the proposal was.
You're very close.
A slight, what is this one? Software maintenance. There's actually a slight decrease there in the maintenance. And pretty much everything else is flat. That overall increase, I think it's, it stems from the adjustments that were made throughout the year.
12.
Yep. Some of the duties, I think, for that position got moved around, so the employee was taking on a little bit more than assessing.
You ready to move on?
Yep.
All right, Mark? Jim? When are we scheduling this special meeting there, Madam Town Administrator?
When can you guys meet?
I don't know, I'm being somewhat facetious, we need to be prepared for it.
Yes.
All right.
We
Next,
should probably do it early next week if possible, or this week if possible. Friday. Next week? Next week? Do you want to say?
next week is a tough week for you.
True, Monday or Tuesday.
What kind of meeting we having?
I don't think we're ready for
We
it,
could do
Lori.
it, we could do it.
I don't think we're ready for it. We've got to be sure that we have all the numbers accounted for the way in which you want to have them. And you and Teresa can put that together, then I think we're ready. But now we don't have them.
Okay.
How long do you need?
Are we talking assessing or technology?
We're talking about special meeting for,
For this?
Assessing,
oh, you're talking about that?
yeah, that's
We're
what we're
talking
talking
about
about.
everything.
I thought that's what
We
we
were talking budget.
Oh, no, we should be able to make definitely the changes ready by next Tuesday. We're meeting on Tuesday, right?
So this will come
I
back to
thought
us
you
on
meant a
Tuesday.
separate meeting
No, I
to
think
talk
he was
about
on this.
assessing.
No, I think we have to have a separate meeting just to go the entire budget,
Okay, like a work
line by
session.
line. Yep,
So maybe we could do it during the day.
okay.
Definitely, we can't sit at this line by line. Do you know what we're looking at here?
I do, I've been staring at it for a
I mean-
while.
We're gonna need food brought in and water and an ambulance on the side.
I know somebody that cooks.
Used to.
Yeah.
He's the
Okay.
front man now.
Do you wanna try for Monday?
I can't do it this Monday, I'll be gone.
Let's hold off on that.
You guys can discuss that, let me know.
All right, we all set to move on?
And Mondays are hard for payroll anyway.
We're here for you, Jay.
Jay,
Absolutely not. But you're welcome to. We're very blessed that Jay Ward has volunteered to fill out the Safford Drive TIF District Board. So he's here tonight to beg us to nominate him and make it official.
Is that what we're nominating for, to try to close it out and get it done?
Well, that'd be up to the
Well,
board.
the idea is, we'll need to decide.
Yeah, they don't have a quorum right now.
Oh, okay.
Make a motion to appoint Jay Ward to the Safford Drive TIF board member.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much, Jay. I'm sure that Gary and Steve will be very appreciative.
And I'm assuming I'll hear from Steve when he wants to meet, so.
Yep. Yep. You just need to meet with Heather to be
Yeah,
sworn in.
I'll go see Heather maybe tomorrow.
That'd be great.
It won't be late at night with Steve. No, I know that.
We'll-
She's there
we'll-
until 17.
We have you run right out right now.
Oh, geez, she's still in the office? I think I'll give her a break.
But thank you for doing it. Okay, we did that. All right.
I put the waiver in the red folder.
Yeah.
Yep. You asked for that?
This is for the Class 6 roads. Yep. So that's in the consent agenda.
Yeah, it's in the red folder right there.
Yeah.
It's just for you to sign, right?
Did everyone get a chance to read it? This is a waiver if the zoning board approves building on a Class 6 road. We now have a waiver that the applicant would sign that indicates that they know that they will not be guaranteed to receive town services, and the town takes no liability. It was drafted by our town's attorney. Can I have a motion to approve? Who signs? You sign?
You do.
I do? Okay. The chair.
This is the
Make a
one
motion
that
that
wasn't on
Well, I think, so this is, I don't think you need to sign that one. That's
This is
just
just,
a template of what we will give people.
so you just need,
This is what the person that wants to build on a Class 6
I'm surprised that we
road
don't
does.
have one in place, yeah, because but you said we don't have any private roads, right? But what about, the one right down there, where Flatley's is?
Orchard.
Orchard Lane, isn't that a private way?
Yep.
So they should be signing a private road agreement, or private, I think it should be a Class 6 or private road, and/or signing off saying that they're responsible for that road and to keep it cleared and plowed, so that they can't hold the town liable if it's not plowed, or,
We don't have that for private
no.
roads?
That's what I'm saying, I'm surprised that we don't have anything like that in place. So I think that's basically along the same lines. It's a Class 6 or a private road, because the town's not, it's not our responsibility by statute to maintain that public road. It's a public road, the Class 6 road. And it's also not our responsibility to maintain the private roads.
so this was y'all's waiver. Do you want this to go back to Cordell to be updated
I
to
think,
include private roads?
Or do you want to do a separate one for private roads?
I can
Could
talk
we
to
do a
Cordell, but I
separate
really,
one for
it's basically the same thing,
No, it really
to
isn't.
hold us so that we're not held liable.
I know, but private road and Class 6 are not
Yeah.
the same. So if you want that, then I think you
I
need to
would
send it
just-
back to Cordell.
Well, that was just my thoughts to you. Like, I was surprised that we don't have a private road agreement for anybody that's building on a private road.
So what would you prefer?
It would be my recommendation to have one waiver for private roads and Class 6
I
roads.
think we need to do another one.
So,
No, why don't we sign that?
no, she wants it combined,
Oh, you want to
Class 6
combine?
and private
mean,
road.
If
Or
they
do
can
we
do
just
it.
go Cordell and have them do another one for private roads?
She's asking for a combined.
I can reach out to him and ask what he would recommend.
prefer to have two separate ones?
No, I just thought we could get that done and move on, and then we can go back and solve the private road ones. That's the only thought I had,
Yep.
instead of prolonging this.
I could ask him what he recommends.
We've gone this long without having one. I think
Right.
another week isn't gonna hurt anything.
That's fine. Yeah, and it might be cheaper for him just to add the
Yeah.
private roads to this.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay?
Okay. Old business.
I'm gonna put this now.
Anything you want us to be thinking about? We know that the guardrail's gonna be going up along the Great Wall in the next week or two before the frost. Anything know that the fire station's coming along quite nicely, the roof decking,
Yeah, you can see it heading out. but,
Yeah. they're making great progress.
I don't think I have anything else other than budgets.
Okay,
West Street came out nice.
beautiful. That's amazing. Have you been down there?
No, I haven't had West Street.
You gotta go see it, Jay. Yeah.
And I
Oh,
don't
you saw
think,
it, okay.
I don't think the problem here on California there is, I think it's okay. I know that everybody's complaining about I get it, but where else were we gonna go? But I mean, if you drive and, he's got that white line there, I don't know if the line would affect anything, but, I mean, I drove on this side, there's enough of room, but wasn't it always tight? It was just the fact that we had no curb, so your car could go up on the sidewalk a little, right? If you got into trouble.
Correct.
Trying to avoid the ruts, so
Yeah, once we put the top coat on this week, we'll be done. Are you talking about
I'm not qualified to talk about work theory for you.
oh, yeah.
It was a road, got to the place, was in bad repair, I know that.
We do, I don't have old business, but we do need to approve, I think I might have, did I forget to
Speak up.
add air bond? Sorry, I think we need to approve, I think I sent this to you, the quote for the new ladder. And Chief is here to, present.
Come on up,
that.
Eric. Tell us what's going on with the ladder truck.
So we had the ladder, some pre-maintenance done before it, excuse me, before it got tested. And they found a crack in one of the rungs. So, and now.
One of the rungs or one of the rails?
Or one of the rails, I'm sorry. And that's an automatic out of service. So to get that replaced, and while they were doing that, they also noticed that the way the rungs are, there's a rubber that goes over it for textural, so we can climb it easier and stuff. And they're noticing that it had, a lot of them had the start of rust underneath the rubber, and that's due to the way it was mounted. So they said that that's not a complete take it out of service kind of thing, but who knows how long before that causes more permanent problems. So to get those two things fixed, we have a quote for about $10,000, $10,500 I believe it is. So to get those two fixed, I don't have the money completely in my maintenance and repair budget, but I do have some funds to adjust there to make arrangements for that.
You wouldn't have to pull out of any of the reserves?
Nope.
Have it within your budget?
Yep.
Okay. And when,
And because it's a $10,000 expenditure, you have to come before you anyway for that.
So they noticed some swelling under the rubber that goes over, so the swelling is from the rust.
It's the rust
They feel
starting
the rust
to-
is
starting
lifting
to
the
create
rubber,
problems,
and that's
yeah.
how they know? Because they didn't remove the rubber and look under to see it, right?
No, they could tell from that. I mean, they lifted a little bit, but nothing, very,
And there's one of them on every run, right?
that's correct.
So they remove that and they fill it?
Yep,
with
they
the
remove
welds?
it, they remove it, they clean up what's there for rust. Like they said, they told me if it needed it, it didn't look like it, but if it needed it, they could replace the whole rung if needed. But most of them are they're in a starting phase of rusting right now, so.
How long does this take a fire truck away from us?
They said it should be about 2 weeks.
They would have it for 2 weeks?
Yeah,
And we can survive without it for 2 weeks?
we've
Really
been
not.
without it for 3 now.
Oh. Because it's out of commission because of
Yeah.
it? Oh. And this is
So
something
between
they
getting
can,
a quote back and trying to find funds, yeah, it took a little time. Well, I shouldn't say 3, it's been 2,
where would this be done?
down in Connecticut.
So you drive the truck all the way there, you
Yeah,
leave it
they'd
there?
probably have a guy come up and take it, or we could drive it down, yes.
And this can be done right away?
Yeah.
Did you look into the possibility of trading in the ladder and the engine and getting a Quint so that, I don't know what the price
The
difference is.
truck we have now is a Quint, but no,
You couldn't trade both of them in to get one truck?
no, I didn't even look into it. No.
What's Quinn mean?
It's a term they use for, it's fire truck and ladder truck. So it's a combination truck.
That's what we own?
Yeah.
So if a car accident came, you could actually take that truck to a car accident?
Yeah, we can use it for that. It's used, it's a Class A pumper as well.
Class
So-
A pumper.
So we can use that right now as fire truck only. The ladder part is out of service.
Are we getting any warranty from this expense that we're gonna spend? Like, are they gonna
You know, I
say, does
didn't
it last
ask.
a year? Is it
Yeah,
gonna last
I
us?
mean, I didn't ask that
I
far
mean, is this a
into it.
temporary fix that we're gonna be back at this
No, I don't believe so.
in a year?
No.
You think it'll hold up?
Yeah,
So you feel it's a good investment for us to fix it?
yes. Yep. And it's the top fly that has the crack in it.
When you say the top fly, would
So
that
it's
be
the
the
very,
top?
it's the smallest part of the ladder that's inside the ladder because it goes up in sections,
Got it,
so.
got it.
And they figure that was probably due to part of the rungs that they have a hole drilled in them for the rubber to be mounted.
Yeah,
They figure, wait, water and condensation got in there,
yeah.
got to the bottom of that part of the ladder and caused this issue. So,
And they could do this shortly?
as far as I know, yes. They said it'd be about a two-week repair job,
Okay,
so,
anything else?
other than that, yeah, I didn't.
Jim?
Yeah, I just would like to find out that, make sure that we got some kind of, it ain't just gonna be a fix for a year, but he feels pretty confident that this is gonna fix it for, it'd be nice to know that we're spending this money and it's not gonna be next year, we're gonna be like,
How much longer does the ladder truck have, do you know? Like, it's supposed to be replaced?
I think it gets swapped out in 27 or 28,
28,
comes again
pretty sure
for
it's 28.
CIP, yeah.
Yeah, so if we make it to 28 with it, which would be 3 years,
Yep.
I don't know, I guess I'm done asking questions.
I don't know, it's a lot of money to spend. I'm just concerned that we buy it and that we're gonna be moving to a new station. If we just get one that does the same job as two vehicles, do we need an engine and a ladder truck, or can we just do it with the one?
Yeah, but we gotta think about, if we said that can't happen overnight, he's gonna be without a truck. That's it, we lost the truck, and how soon can we do that? I like your idea, but is it really, can we really do it, right? How would you do something like that? We gotta order a new truck, we're still gonna be waiting.
Right.
You told me the waiting period is crazy,
The
right?
wait period is very long, yes.
Yeah.
Well, right now it's out of service. I think we need to get it back in service. And then explore that. So basically, you've got, what you currently have is what Mark is suggesting would replace another vehicle. So would it replace engine one potentially? If in 28 you went in the direction you and Mark are talking about?
It's, yeah, and I don't know when engine one comes due.
33.
Is that where it is? Yeah, it's a ways out, but yeah. I mean, potentially it could. And then it'd be some shuffling of vehicles around, but yeah.
I just think for now, we need to get it back in service. We got a few high rises
Right.
for
Yeah, I
Swanzey.
think Mark's got a great point, we should look at that, but I just don't think it's possible right now. I like his idea, I do, but I just don't think I think we have to get this truck back in service, right?
That's what I think. But
Okay. I know you said, do we know where we're gonna, because my motion's gonna have to say where the money's coming from, so,
I know.
from his budget.
just from the budget in
From the
general.
operating budget.
Yeah.
All right. You ready? Make a motion to expend $10,527.84 from the fire department operating budget for repairs for ladder one.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thanks, Eric.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Eric.
Mark, what was that dollar amount?
$10,527.84.
527,
84 cents.
thank you.
Anything else?
Did we want to do a CIP update, Jimmy?
Let's think, who's it? When is our next meeting?
We're gonna take off this week because we're still waiting on, a quote for the, town hall for the staircase. They were, I believe, gonna look into, open it up tomorrow. I thought they didn't have to open it up, by the way, but then
No,
Joe
they have to
came in.
open it up
They do have to open it up, so they're
Why?
gonna do that tomorrow.
so they can gauge the stringers and the carrying beam. Gotta look at them.
Yeah, but I thought I told Joe, I know the carrying beam's steel, which that's what he was concerned with. But maybe you're right, the string is, but I think we can do that in the cabinet area. Right, you're still right, we have to open it up.
So
And they'll
they're
patch
coming
it.
to do that tomorrow, and then we should be able to have, get a quote from,
Cheshire Builders.
Cheshire Builders, get a quote for that to see where we're at. So so as far as CIP goes, we're still just, waiting a placeholder of like 150,000 for town hall renovations.
Yeah, and then we still have to see what Joe.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Last shot at public input, boys.
I'd like to mention, I had quite a conversation with Jason Osborne at Jimmy's the other last week. You were talking about the Class 6 roads. There is an LSR that's been filed to repeal the Class 6 road statutes that were passed this last year. Because it is felt by a lot of towns that those waivers don't mean a thing that you file.
The what don't mean
You
anything?
still get lawsuits.
The waiver we gave back to.
Well, you have to file a waiver now to build on a Class 6 road. And the feeling of a lot of different towns in the state is that that waiver won't mean much, and that's coming from their town attorneys, that the towns will still incur expenses just defending that, even if the waiver was, because they felt that some people have an emergency, the town can't get there because it's not plowed right in the winter time, or they just can't get equipment there to help. So they feel there's gonna be some expenses incurred by the town.
One aspect that we learned last week is that because our ordinance requires frontage on a town-maintained road,
Right.
that piece of legislation doesn't necessarily apply
Yeah,
to
I
us.
understand. Yeah, I
Like it
understand
may
that,
for
but
others.
But I was just trying to give an update that probably helps our case a lot.
Sure. No, it does, appreciate it.
Well, I had a lot of other ones too with him, so.
I'm sorry?
In house, I said, I had a lot of other conversations. What I did was I waited till almost everyone was gone out of Jimmy's and I cornered him. That's the best way to do it.
It's a good approach.
Yeah, and, because he knows me anyway, because I'm always up at Concord testifying. So we had some veteran issues and some housing issues that I kind of told him I think Swanzey's done a pretty good job on the housing issue. And the people's feelings in town are not quite what his are.
We've done quite a job as a community with development of housing, single and multi, and you're working on some items now that will improve that opportunity as well without ruining our rural character and keeping Swanzey.
Yes,
Keeping us in
and
control.
Yeah, the planning board takes it very to heart about when we did the master plans a couple of years ago, what people told us they wanted. And that's what we're trying to push for that direction. And we also understand that every time we write a zoning amendment, we're taking a part of people's personal property. We're putting restrictions on their property. So you have to keep that in mind when you're doing your zoning amendments.
Well, you all are the ones doing them, so, well, I guess now you are.
No
You
duplex.
are. Anyone else? Jay?
I just want to make a comment about the fire truck. I had the thought that by fixing the ladder now, it makes the truck a little bit better in the swap later on for a new truck in '28. By not addressing it liable to swap later on.
Good
Well, I
point.
might buy the old one for the pack, because they said they only can get $5,000 for it.
Yeah, well, that's all they get for it.
Not that way, oh no. For you,
Jimmy, you can
25.
give
I'm gonna drive it. I'm gonna put it in my garage, I'm gonna go to fire.
You told, I had a teacher in high
I
school.
got my
that had a
helmet and
fire truck.
everything already.
Plastic?
Yeah, it's a nice vehicle to drive around, yeah. I also wanted to ask if you knew how many times you'd have to fill it up down in Connecticut.
Good question.
Well, I thought a nice pizza oven in the back would go good, park in the parking lot too.
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to add that comment.
But it has some coffee urns there too.
What's that?
Coffee urns for the back of the
Oh,
fire truck
yeah.
pizza.
You have a little brick oven.
Right.
If you have a fire, you can just take those out.
Give me a great
Fire
fire
truck
truck.
pizza.
I guess we're gonna have to get you a fire chief hat for Christmas.
Thank you. I'll wear it proudly.
Anything else?
I
Yes,
just had
sir.
a quick question, the IT award, I didn't know
Just
what
need to,
Mark had said in regards to the IT. Was there
we just
any
need to
mention?
know your name for the minute
Oh,
taker.
Nicholas Roy.
I'm sorry?
Nicholas Roy.
Welcome.
So I just didn't hear, Mark, when you guys had decided on the IT award, so I don't know if the name was mentioned or if that was some noise behind it at that point.
Emmertech.
Okay, thank you very much.
Sure. We also, we did have some correspondence from a resident commenting that it's difficult to hear our meetings, especially for people in the audience. So I know that Kai and his team have worked very hard to make it easier with the recording aspect, and my understanding is that's working pretty well, but we'll be making an effort to improve the volume in the room. Hopefully that will be helpful. But also we're trying to avoid a large capital expense now, because Wickham Hall, we hope, will be a temporary use, and we're hoping in a year or two that we'll be able to meet in the renovated town hall, and would rather allocate the resources then. But in the meantime, if you've got any suggestions, it would be helpful, because you guys are the ones that are here every week. So, not asking you for something now, but
It can be difficult because Lori's so soft-spoken, so sometimes I really gotta tune in.
sure.
It helped tonight that there weren't that many people in the audience, so that meant that we could, but anybody shuffling back here means can't hear it. And I also didn't hear the name of the IT company because it was not legible or audible, as it was said. I know it was said, but I couldn't hear it.
Okay, that's helpful. We try to encourage her to raise her voice, but she's not prone to doing that, so. Unless it's a basketball game.
It's not just Lori, it can be all of you folks, because the other thing is we're a ways away from you, so the other way to do it is if we're this small a group, we just all get into it and come up there and sit around the table.
More than welcome to
You
do
do
that.
seem pretty far back, we should blow those chairs up. Because he could probably get you in the camera.
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily to be on camera, just that I've often wondered how far back the audience is in some of these things, and whether that contributes to some of the lack of hearing.
Sure, well,
It's a pretty big area.
We could go up on the stage and bring the audience right up here to help them.
I think that's what should happen in the deliberative session, by the way. I think you should be on the stage and we have the whole room.
Because I wonder
the
if
audience.
the noise might go up better, I mean,
Well, the tomatoes will, do better.
Yeah. You'll be able to duck out into the wings if anybody starts flowing.
all right, anything else? Well, thank you very much. We're gonna go into non-public under,
thank you, Dan.
Yeah, thank you.
A.
A.
Make a motion to go